Good morning, Hellbent!
I'm not doing that now.
Oh, that was fun. Come on.
No, you're embarrassing. That's humiliating. I don't want to take any part in that. What are we watching, Brian?
We're gonna be watching the follow-up / prequel to John Carpenter's seminal remake. This is a remake prequel. Is that what that is?
A requel.
A requel to John Carpenter's The Thing. So the big thing about this movie is that major parts of it are CGI, but they were CGI after they were practical, and it was filmed very last minute. And I'm willing to bet you most of everything that you wouldn't expect is CGI. These people are probably fucking CGI.
They scrapped a lot from what I heard, and I remember watching this when it came out, so I can tell you from experience that this is gonna suck balls.
You want to talk about the movie that was supposed to be this and instead was nothing because it never happened?
Sure, I mean, you know what? We got time, honestly.
Okay, there is a leaked screenplay called The Return of the Thing, and it was supposed to be a 2-part TV event that took place right after The Thing. At the end of the original The Thing, you would see that both characters froze to death, and that the Thing actually got away like 10 minutes ago. And it ends up on a rescue plane. Oh my god, that looks terrible. That looks horrible.
PlayStation 3. You see Nathan Drake like climbing up that? He's like on his way out.
So that would have been a movie. Return of the Thing would have been a 2-part show movie. This thing basically gets on a rescue plane, takes the plane down over Arizona, or just in the middle of the desert. And then you have this small town in the desert just being assaulted by this fucking monster. And that seems interesting and fun. So instead of doing that, they did a sequel, remake, prequel thing.
Man, this movie's boring.
This is the rib that Fred Flintstone was eating. There was a scene where they in the scrapped movie where there's a little old lady asking for directions, and then the camera pulls out and the little old lady's just like a creepy little old lady head on top of the Thing Cronenberg-y body. And that's better than the last 5 minutes of this movie. And probably the next hour and 40 minutes of this movie. Is the fucking cockpit CGI?
It pretty much all is, yeah. I think the cockpit may be as well. They may just be in some chairs.
This may be the first COVID-compliant movie.
You're not wrong, now that you mention it. Yeah, this is, nobody had to touch anything.
You think they really paid to fly the helicopter and then...
It would be very funny
like
if they
else.
paid to fly and shoot that helicopter in real life, and it's just the lighting that has us confused and we're stupid.
They actually chartered the whole thing. It's $2,000 like every 30 minutes to fly a helicopter.
Both the actors got lessons, cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're flying right now.
Right, but they thought it was a tropical scene, so all the clothes are now CGI.
Yeah, then they threw away the footage and replaced it with this.
Can you believe this is all procedurally generated? I expect Sonic the Hedgehog to zip around this.
You need to attack Outpost B. Griggs. Hey, Griggs.
That's like, when there's the group of friends and there's the one fat kid, it's Griggs. What's up, Griggs?
He's like, I'm Griggs. And then he eats all your hot dogs and then you starve.
Why are we veering to the left? Because Griggs is in the driver's seat. This would have made more sense if they kept the loading screen in there.
Yeah, now this is kind of like a loading screen, this whole thing.
That flashlight right there, that flashlight was CGI. And they couldn't afford one of the actors being in there either.
Can you believe that stunt?
That's a CGI ladder. Can you believe that stunt?
Yeah, can you believe the actors are doing their own stunts here? They definitely edited the cold breath in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that doesn't look good. Oh, no.
They were watching Halloween and going like, we need to get as much John Carpenter smoke in the frame as he did. That's what made the movie good.
Yeah, they should have just had John Carpenter light up a cigarette for this part, have that as his contribution. The spaceship crashed 100,000 years ago. 100,000 years ago it's been here.
The Earth's only 2,000 years old, though. I'm confused. It'd be funny if they were going through the ice and they just see like a xenomorph and just walk past it.
You could Photoshop anything into that and make it fun. That might be the funniest shot in the movie. I don't know.
So we're screenwriting 101. I'm going to teach you something. To make a movie interesting, your goal should be to distribute information. And you should do it at times when the movie starts to get boring.
Yeah, they're going to talk some
How
more.
can there be a spaceship, a thing frozen in the ice, and I'm bored?
They took the conversations and quiet moments of the first one and thought that it was tension, and they just repeated it through just having general, like, well, what would they be talking about at 12 p.m. during lunch shift kind of conversations.
Okay, in the thing,
look at that
there was
CG
a scene with like an...
Look at that.
Oh, God, that looks horrible.
Yeah, I had to interrupt you. Sorry. It does kind of get exciting when the crappy computer animation gets whipped out.
Industrial light and tragic.
Industrial light and morons. I stole that, so don't laugh too hard.
Industrial.
Let's drill into this PS3.
Feels like we're cutting nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I am getting Austin Powers mojo as we speak.
That looked better.
Yeah.
Hey, PS3 ice block. They're real proud of that. Show the ice again.
The most interesting thing in this movie. Show the ice again.
Look, it's two textures with a translucent center.
It would have been more interesting if they didn't know it was an alien. Like they found a frozen dog or a frozen chimpanzee, something that doesn't belong there. You know what I mean? Or like a dinosaur or some shit.
Or like a bone, I don't know. Like some funny skeleton.
Yeah, there's like a not quite human skeleton and they think it's like a Cro-Magnon.
Oh my God, please show a monster. I'm really even. You know, I'm fine with the CG one now.
Any fucking thing.
Really. Give me your shittiest CG monster. It would be nice, honestly. A little.
Just like Cookie Monster on the screen.
Yeah, fine. Even if it was like a Muppet, sure, have like Animal from the Muppets run across the screen or something. Light me up at least.
But oh man, dude, fucking Bunsen Honeydews testing the blood on the
on
the thing.
Yeah, just casually cut across that so my neurons fire off a little bit because I'm about to fall asleep here.
I didn't expect that. I'll give it that.
I appreciate that scare because at least they went for the extreme route.
That wasn't scary. It was goofy.
Yeah, that's why I said extreme, not terrifying.
Oh man,
it's like I'm awake.
I was waiting for
wakey.
I was waiting for something to pop out, and instead, it just looked like the cutscene loaded.
It looked like a cereal commercial, like someone just poured out his corn pops, and he's like, ah.
Who's got my pops?
Honeycombs.
Did you know lens flares used to be a thing in movies where they're like, cut, there's a fucking lens flare in the shot.
Yeah, because woo. Oh no.
Shouldn't have eaten my corn pops.
That fire looks like shit.
Special thanks to Adobe After Effects.
Why are they even bringing in the fire extinguisher? Just cut and paste.
We got these video animators who worked on this movie called Aqua Teen Hunger Force. They're really good.
Should have the guy walk up and pick the fire and like slide it to the side.
he like drags and drops it in the trash.
Yeah, drags and drops it over into the snow. Here, have some hot water with salt.
Would you like a piping hot Dr. Pepper?
With extra salt.
Does anybody else want more salt and spinach water? It's delicious.
Just hot dog water. Oh man.
You got any more plasma?
He's like lighting the cigarette up
I'm
in his
hungry.
nose. He's it's like, are you the thing? I don't know.
He lights the cigarette with his tongue.
One of them's holding the coffee mug with their pinky finger.
He's drinking the coffee in his ear.
He like sits right on the corner of the desk with his butt like right on the corner. So let's just relax here for a second. Everybody's just staring at him.
One of them's just hanging from the ceiling upside down all calmly. Did you see something scary?
One of them just sitting on their knees in the middle of the room.
He's just doing a handstand.
Now, we don't know who the thing is, but if you see any awkward behavior, make sure to let us know and have it noted.
The guy's suspended by his ears. If anyone sees anything unusual...
The guy's making a spaceship, little tiny spaceship out of paper clips, and he's like, yeah, I'll make sure to let you know.
By the way, where's all that tungsten we left behind?
Anybody know where the circuit breaker is?
Steve, have you always been black? All right, I can't get every detail right. There's like just a series of like parasites that are even worse than the thing. It's like butterflies that crawl into your skin and just
there's
get
so many
inside.
reasons why you wouldn't do this. Why you would just like lock it up and be like, uh-oh.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm just leaning next to this human window. I mean window.
I'm just absorbing nutrients. Leave me alone. It can't chew on metal.
You know what? I know you're not into that, but that's at least something a little new, you know?
I guess. Then they could have pierced each other's dicks with paper clips.
I do like the idea. It's like, is that really you, Tyler? Yeah. Show me your dick.
They figure it out, but they implement it in the most painful and stupid possible manner.
Yeah, they're getting Prince Charles's instead of...
Yeah, instead of like something to like the webbing of your thumb, or like, no, we're putting paper clips to our nipples.
No, I just like they can't get dicks right.
Yeah, everybody pull your dicks out, like, including you, Chelsea.
Chelsea, have you always had 6 balls?
Well, Chelsea's like, I don't need one. I already got 8 piercings of my own.
This looks like the mini game you play to get into the computer system. We gotta hack into the computer. Bleep, bloop, bleep, bleep, bloop.
Oh, man, you gotta see a gynecologist.
Kidney stones. The Scorpion King returns.
Make sure it's good and out of focus, because it looks awful.
You know what else is good about this?
Oh, man, Tinder dates are awful, dude.
A little extra.
Okay, everybody, pull out your dicks.
They're like, all right, we're going to stab you in the hand.
The thing won't, will it?
No, if it hurts.
The thing wouldn't willingly put its dick into scalding hot coffee, and that's how they find out. The one thing like, oh, that's stupid.
But everyone else will. Yeah, everyone else is like, ah.
Everyone's like, oh, at least I'm not the thing.
The thing gets creeped out, and he just kind of slowly backs out of the room.
No, I'm going to infect one of you others, though.
I'm going to open my mouth now.
I'm feeling like a monster man. Oh, yeah.
Load up my 3D assets.
Put it on Blu-ray. Hey, Brian, I hope you're excited for the movie to not move forward for a little bit longer.
Must be the skin I'm rendering.
Look, it's like the showdown in the first movie. They even have a flamethrower, even though it's a prequel. The exact same scenario somehow went down, but more boring. Wow, look at the flare. It's not blowing around in the wind at all. It's like the wind's really... There's no reason for that.
That was added in post. That's what one of the video effects artists said. They were like, it's gonna blow, watch out.
It's gonna blow, watch out. That was the preview from the test audience. If they were using this in real life, it would at least be weathered in and had that look. But this looks like a Nickelodeon, like, you know, all that set or a SNL set. On Saturday Night Live,
Keenan just
we have
appears
the
and walks
out. See, look, I like this monster. The monster designs are good. But it looks like shit. It looks like
the thing from Men in Black 3.
Yeah, it looks...
That's the thing from Men in Black 3.
It looks like 1992 Men in Black stuff, you're right.
Men in Black 3 came out 2 years after this, and I still think they ripped it off. Doesn't have kids, but might want them. Hey, can I give you a quick heart-to-heart? I'm just going to take this now.
I'm going to snuggle you to death.
You could be having pizza right now. You could be having Hot Pockets.
I don't even want food. I'm sustained by my hunger. No, wait. I don't even need food. I'm sustained by my hatred.
I think it moved.
Get comfortable. They're gonna stretch this out. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you look at it.
Still another. There's another third of this movie. We're in Act 3.
When you recommended to watch this, I'm like, okay, if you say so. I figured you looked at the runtime, right?
I knew the runtime. Look, I can get through The Dark Knight Rises
good
in its
movies,
5.5 hours and be okay.
I know. Long, well-written and shot movies are really easy to watch for 3 hours. That was the agent that booked all the actors. I don't know.
And he's just on fire. Remember in the thing, like when the spider legs grew out, and the way they did it is they had a thing set up like a spider, and they just pulled the strings inside and played it in reverse. Well, this. Get him! Get the Xenotone.
Brian, look at that! Fuck him up.
Wait, unzip its pants. We have to be sure. What if she's handing him a map? Whatever you do, don't go to the White House. It is located at... That would be bad.
Then it's just driving towards a bunch of penguins or something. You see in the distance there's an Arby's.
There's a Krusty Burger. Get in my belly!
That's my save!
No, don't worry. Yeah, we're just gonna take a cast of your face. It's gonna look amazing.
Why didn't it like cut its hand off and send the hand spider out again? Michael, get in a car and loader yourself the fuck out of this movie.
Doug, show us your Johnson. Jonathan, pack and move out of this country after you make this movie.
Kyle bothered by being in the credits because fuck this movie.
Steve New burned my fucking bridge with this company. Remember when we were drowning in the last episode?
That was more fun.
At least we had something to do.
It was to the point to where they were just focusing on the PS3 ice for a good 20 minutes, and
it would have been really funny if they had like a big super gate at the very end, and they're like, "Oh no, don't let the creature get out. Don't worry, the thing is computer, activated. There's nothing we can do." And then it cuts all the way back to the chess wizard from the original movie, and it just goes ha ha ha, and like the gates open. That would have tied the movie together and made a nice tight duology.
2011 is about the point to where the reboot started really ramping up.
The Thing is a reboot.
Yeah, the thing itself,
it's a really good reboot.
Is a reboot, and they've been rebooting stuff forever, right? But this is like, the Dawn of the Dead reboot was in 2004, and that really kicked off things because that was successful and good. They could reorganize the order in which things happen and make the movie infinitely better, because them finding the spaceship right away ruins all tension.
There's no tension. All right, we know there's a spaceship and an alien somewhere. Get watching.
Yeah, they already know the second you see the fucking spaceship, like 10 minutes in.
I know.
There's a fucking alien, and then they bring the alien out in a big ice cube, and they fixate on the fucking ice cube for 40 minutes. After 40 minutes of that, it's like an hour and 20 minutes of just dicking around, and somebody dies once in a while, but it's usually not too frequent.
It shouldn't have been the ice cube. They should have found the ice cube and then realized it was dead, and like another one like starts crawling up. You know what I mean? You know what would be like really fun to do for this review?
Huh.
What if at the very end I made it so that one of us is the Thing?